Hey, Jeffers. Hey, Jeffrey. Hey, Panafolks. Sorry. Yeah, I was just going to see if there was anybody coming in for 10 minutes, and then I was going to go anyway, because basically I'm not in a mood to be without entertainment and stuff, and I wasn't in the mood to be by myself, just talking by myself with nothing on in the background or anything, you know. So yeah, so I was so quiet, and for anybody that was watching the playback or is watching the playback right now, I do apologize, but yeah. But yeah, I've had a surreal day ish, and it's weird because I don't want to talk about I don't want to talk about my life and stuff with my other channel on the Meadow on account of it's kind of it's kind of like it's very very like a teacher. It's a teacher kind of like teacher student kind of relationship that I feel like I should uphold with that channel. And basically everything super personal should just like not mention, just only mention the professional stuff, you know, just so that I don't like overshare there or whatever. But yeah, because I've got lots of oversharing to do, and that's why I wanted to do another live stream tonight. My phone is just is that me? Is that me? Yeah, my phone has just told me LiveTUBBs is now live. That's true. Yeah, because I do want to overshare a little bit. Sometimes I do overshare a little bit too much here sometimes, and I am actually going to overshare right now. And it's just that I got in the mail today. I got basically, I know a feeder gainer couple, and they even make videos and stuff on. They've made videos on YouTube, and they basically mostly do it on XTube now and stuff. But yeah, they've got like a feeding bag kind of set up, and I was like, I'm pretty sure. Why have I seen that kind of setup before? I don't know why I've seen this kind of setup before. It's an enema bag with an extra thick hose, and basically, yeah, I ordered myself one just for funsies, you know. And it's not as advertised at all. I don't have all the parts of it to hand right now. Actually, I do have the box is kind of under my desk, but it's an enema bag, and it's quite small. It's only got like a liter capacity or something, and the tube is quite small. It's nothing like the picture. And it comes with these things, which is supposed to be the thing that you stick up your behind. And it's like, this is really tiny. Like, this is really tiny. I don't know how that would work. You know? And the tube opening is ironically really big, and I don't have to fit my tube. So it was kind of all pointless. The whole thing was just kind of pointless in the first place. So yeah, it was only $5 though. So and I ordered it like ages ago. I swear to God, I ordered this before the lockdown. So anyway, yeah. Sorry for the oversharing, but yeah, it's just kind of like, yeah. I was hoping to get some. This is the thing that I basically wanted the kit for the most, you know, because my my tube that I use to do the inflation, the back end inflation stuff, is attached to an old pipe stem basically, and that's because it's the only thing that was long enough and strong enough to basically for me to be able to attach it properly without kind of like it coming out all the time, or it unclogging from the hose, or there's just multiple reasons, you know. So yeah, and it's not safe, and I cannot sit down or lay down while I'm using it. So yeah, so I wanted to get a professional one, and I got this, and basically I got a pack of these, and they're all kind of useless. So yeah, I kind of am a bit bummed out. I don't really know how to feel about all of this now. It's kind of annoyed. It's annoying me slightly. So yeah, I just wanted to tell that little story. Anyway, basically professional chat. Yeah, I know times at least it wasn't expensive. Well, yeah, at least it wasn't expensive. That's what I keep telling myself. And I might try to use it somehow, but it's just that the tube itself is not going to be. It's way smaller. I should have just asked them what they used and if they had a link to it or something. Because, yeah. Cute idea though. Cute idea. So yeah, I should just ask. I should ask. I've got a very close friend who basically does the who does the whole cleaning out thing. And yeah, I've seen his setup. It's all metal and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, how have you guys been? What have you guys been up to? What is up, dudes? I shouldn't mess around with this too much because it's. Oh, I'm frightened I'll make it too flexible for if I do try to use it in the future. It's a very surreal topic of conversation. I can actually test it out now just to see if the hose will attach to it. I don't think it will, but yeah. Plus, like I said, I think it's too smooth. The bag full of my filming shit is just right here. So yeah, bored and a little tired. I get you. So yeah, so this is that's the battery operated air pump. So that's that, which is a lot nicer. And it has its own hose, which is woefully tiny. Look how tiny this hose is. That's really short. But yeah, it just fits on the end there. Let's see if it works with that. No, way too small. Like it will fit if I push it in lots. But then again, it might just come out again. So what am I supposed to do with that? So uncool. And because the other hose is a similar size, yep, same problem. By the way, the bag is all got all Chinese writing. There's no English on it at all. It's really annoying. because on the website it did say it was made in China, but I didn't know that the entire thing would be Chinese, you know. Although that does take some pulling. Okay, not that much. Yeah. I mean, it will fit on the other side, on the little tip. It will fit on top of that, but that's kind of not the point, is it? This is my other one. This is what I actually use. So, and it's been cleaned. It gets steam cleaned after every use. So, yeah. But I'd never use it in a pipe again. The pipe itself is actually broken for this particular pipe. So, yeah, that's why I use this. So, yeah. It's no contest, really. Plus, this is a lot less flexible, which is good in some respects, but can be dangerous in most respects. So, yeah, that's the whole reason why I wanted to do a replacement. So, yeah. Oh, well. I'm going to leave the hose. I'm going to leave this hose out. Maybe there's a way I could jerry-rig the other hose so that it actually fits on that hose. But then again, that hose is connected to the bag and everything. So I'm an engineer. I should be able to figure this out, but I can't, easily. Alternatively, I could just put this in here and then tape this on somehow. Also, I just want to point out this just is really small, you know. I'm in danger of potentially losing that in my rectum. So yeah, it's kind of, yeah, I don't know. I feel a little bit cheated somehow. Like I should look for a different one online, but I just don't know where to look for these things. I've tried looking on Amazon. I tried on eBay, and I couldn't find anything that's just okay. So yeah. Oh, I just realised that that's still on there, isn't it? My mic is not muted, so yeah. Do you want to see some other goodies that I've got in my bag, my shooting bag? It's only a couple. I got my really crappy kind of like the really crappy beard. It's from the Smurf video, which I don't know why I'm keeping. I got my eye patch, which should be left out, to be honest, because I sometimes need that in general. So yeah. There's balloons, and there's this belt that didn't come with the Santa outfit. This is the belt for the Smurf outfit, but it's just that I never got to. I didn't really wear anything that the trousers that I wore wouldn't have. It just wouldn't work for some reason. So yeah. But I've got a belt here in case I want to try to do a belt thing at some stage. I don't know. Like, if I ever do the orc thing again, maybe. I don't know. Which I'm considering. I'm considering doing that for October. Like, going full on medieval. Like a proper medieval orc thing. Maybe with some painted on tattoos and stuff like that. I don't know. It was just an idea. So yeah. I am waiting, by the way, Paddle folks. I am waiting to still to do the inflation video in the hot tub. So yeah, but I did edit the videos. I haven't been able to upload the videos though because I've edited one of the videos. The other video is kind of edited, but it might be for next week. It depends if leather week gets in, because I've already got something sorted for that. And it's just the leather gloves kind of thing. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I was unable to upload the videos because, well, I had art class that I was going to do. And then, of course, I didn't know when I was going to go to bed, so I didn't want to leave my computer on all night to do that, because who knows what the weather's going to do here. The weather is weird here. The weather is just crazy weird here at the moment. So, you know, I didn't want it to be the middle of the night. Oh, we've got another notification. What? Okay. Yeah, I didn't know what the weather was going to do here. So if it was super hot and, you know, tomorrow morning and the computers are in here left on, then that could have been bad. It probably wouldn't have been bad, but it could have been bad. It could have. Yeah. I was about to film this. Like I said, today's been a strange day. Things have just been out of sync, time-wise. I wasn't able to work out because Damon had decided to. After I'd done all the editing, I had like this hour in which I could work out in the living room. But I came into the house, and that's when Damon had decided to come back with all of the shopping. So he unloaded the car. We put the shopping away, and then he went. He stayed in the living room for the rest of the hour that I had planned to do my working out in. Because I can't do my working out when he's in there, because it's basically I need to use the entire sofa basically. So yeah, I didn't work out today because basically after that I was going to finish up after that I was going to eat, then finish up the rest of the editing, then do the art class, and then go eat some more. So basically there was no open time slots for me to do any of the working out, so I wasn't able to work out. Sad. It did also. I did also leave. I can't remember where in the day I left this window open, but there was a bit of the day where it was actually, you know, I had lots of daylight out and stuff, and I was waiting for the clouds to part and for there to be a nice sunny part of the day, so I could do the recording for Papa Tubbs video for this week's video. But I had to do something else. One of the things I've already mentioned. So, you know, and when I did actually have the time, or at least wanted to film instead of doing something else, I think it was the second part of the editing. I was like, I could go do this filming, but it's not sunny anymore. Well, it is sunny, but the sun's about to go down. So I don't know. By the time I've set up and figured out shots and stuff, there's not going to be any of the sunlight to make it look like it's summery and like I'm in a tropical place. So yeah, so that was out, which is a real shame because I was, like I said, I was actually looking forward to filming this thing, especially since I'd gotten all of my supplies ready, you know, because I've actually got Pepsi Max now. By the way, I've drank 1.5 liters of Pepsi Max just today. So Yeah, I've had a very, very salt-heavy day though, to be honest, because all I had for breakfast was super noodles, which are super high in sodium. So yeah. Um, what do you have to eat? Basically ramen, some instant ramen. 3 blocks of them because I was hungry, I was cranky, and it was morning, and it was bad. Everything was bad. For dinner, I had Damon brought back some sushi, so I had sushi, which was really nice. Sushi and a chicken and bacon sub. Yeah, and it was peppercorn chicken. So it was like, it was really nice, but it was really, really, that was also spicy. So I then ran into here, into my office, and basically did some editing while drinking a lot of the Pepsi Max because I hadn't had Pepsi Max for a long time. And you know, I had that weird tingly spicy feeling that on my tongue all the time. So yeah, probably explains why I'm moving my legs a lot. You probably can tell because I was. That's what I do sometimes if I really need to pee. I basically move my legs start moving by themselves. But then again, I've got restless leg thing anyway. My legs basically do the thing anyway, and that's apparently that's a drummer thing. That's like if you've ever been a drummer, then like you'll get the annoying thing where anytime you're thinking about some music or you hear some music in the background, so even subconsciously, your leg will try to do the bass drum thing for it at least. So yeah, it's a thing. I noticed I was doing it actually in one of the videos I was editing. So yeah. Anyway, I had that. Then I had some strawberry yogurt because strawberry yogurt's super delicious. A protein bar from Block. I didn't have the entire block this time. A protein bar, well, 2 protein bars and a chocolate bar because yeah, I was waiting for Damon to leave the living room, but he didn't leave the living room for the rest of the hour, like I said. So I was just standing in the kitchen, waiting and watching YouTube videos on my phone. And then yeah. What else did I have? I had I had strawberry yogurt, protein bar, which was going to be my after workout food. But also I had a wrap, a chicken Caesar wrap, which was really nice, except for they did overload it with salad for some reason. They do that. It was a snack box thing. So yeah. And some fridge raiders, and I don't know if you guys know what fridge raiders are. They're little tiny packs of chicken, like flavored chicken, just from the fridge. And I had 2 packs of fridge raiders, and some pudding because we have some pudding now. So yeah. And all the while, oh yeah, I also I had a milkshake as well because we had one of those low-fat milkshake things, so that was nice. Do you guys know what frige is? What frige is, or friggy, however you want to say it? Me and David call them fridgies because, yeah, but they're basically like little bottles of milkshake, and they're supposed to be low fat. Yeah, they're just a plain chocolate one of those is super yummy and very nice and filling, and basically just like it's perfect, you know. They're really perfect. I love them. Only the chocolate ones though. I don't mind a chocolate brownie one, but for some reason you have to if you don't shake those up, they taste kind of slimy. somehow, and it's gross. But it's not as bad as they used to have Mars milk, and I think I've mentioned Mars milk on here before. But I used to absolutely love Mars milk, but they changed the recipe to so now that because I used to drink Mars milk in a very particular way, and I do this with the Friggies now as well, where I would basically not shake it up at all. I would just open it, and then I would drink about halfway to 2/3 of the way down, and then I would just stir the last bit on the bottom around lots, and that would just get me lots and lots of rich chocolatey flavoring mixed in with the last few mouthfuls, and then I drink that, and it would always be thicker and tastier and just so good. And I used to drink Mars milk that way. Now, Mars milk is basically Mars bars, but for some reason they have Mars milk. You know, it's not really liquidized Mars bars. It's that would be weird. I don't know how that would taste. I don't think it would taste like Mars milk did. But Mars milk was just chocolate milkshake that had got like a slight bit of caramel added to it. That's all Mars milk was, and that was just super tasty. It was the best fucking drink you ever had. It was amazing. And like I said, I used to do this drinking method because I would get all of that chocolate and caramel flavoring just on the bottom of my Mars milk, and my last bit of Mars milk would be just super good. You know, all of it would be awesome anyway, but then the last bit would just be super good. I really want one of those now. It's so annoying. About 2 years ago, they changed their recipe. They just add, you know, they substituted something in the recipe, and it was slightly more artificial, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, it wasn't like it was like a bad evil chemical or anything. It was just more that it was just different but the same. Because when I was drinking it, I could definitely taste, well, I could feel that it was kind of slimy, like there was a texture change while I was drinking it, as if basically the act of shaking it up would have masked the fact that it basically some of it had turned gelatinous, you know. But it was like a liquid sponge that was basically just passing over my tongue while I was drinking it, and I was like, no, this is wrong. This is so wrong. This is bad. I don't like this. And it didn't go away because I don't shake up my milkshake. I don't shake it up. I stir it. You know, I stir it, not shake it. Because I don't know. I don't like it to be foamy and bubbly. You know, I prefer to drink my milkshake, not, you know, eat it with a spoon. So yeah, and it just ruined it for me. It just ruined it completely for me. Plus, they stopped selling it in giant cartons. They used to sell it in actual milk cartons of Mars milk, and they stopped doing that. And it was like, ugh, so annoying. So yeah, that's sad. In order to enjoy it, I would have had to shake it up, and I don't want to shake it up. You know, it's annoying. I haven't heard of that, Tubbs. It sounds good. Well, the Friggy. Maybe I can bring up a picture. My desk is getting harder and harder to pull the thing out. Yeah, okay. What the hell? I can see that on my preview screen. What is that? Ow, okay. it's not a spot. And I just drawed all over my beard. Talking about Mars milk. It's not a spot, it just is an owie. Anyway, yeah, I can probably show you a picture of what I'm talking about. Let me just my profile picture, my avatar icon on here is a lot different than anybody noticed. I don't know if any people will get what that is ever, but I was really pleased with myself when I did that. Oh, it's FRIGIJJ. There it is. Images. Let me just bring it up on my screen. Oh, before I do that, before I bring anything up on my screen. Oh, I've got to do it now. Oh my god. Right. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I've got to get rid of the I gotta get everything off the screen that I can, just so that the computer doesn't crash, because for some reason my computer doesn't like StreamYards doesn't like my computer. Something doesn't like something. So yeah. Anyway. It's this thing and this particular flavor. Although they don't look like this anymore because they've changed their they look like this, but the top is white because it's made out of the same plastic as the bottle, and they don't have a pull top anymore. So yeah, but that is my yummy milkshake. Chocolate flavor. I've never seen this color before. Oh look, they got the brownie. That's Damon's favorite. I don't know why. I mean, it's okay. Yeah, it's not bad. He says it's just like Mars milk, but it's not. No, that's not Mars milk. That's fruity. Or am I just reading it different? Why has this got it's got a British flag by it for some reason? What's this one? Chocolate orange. Oh my god, that sounds awesome. What's the dark one? I remember the dark one. Irish coffee. Ew. Coffee. Why would you do that? Supreme strawberry cheesecake. Oh, okay. I have to be careful because I'm not on safe search mode. Am I on safe search mode? How do you activate safe search? Oh, there we go. There we go. Just in case. Just in case. Okay, so if I type in Mars milk. Yeah. See? Where's the old one? That's the old one. That's the old one. It always had 25 extra free. I never understood that because it always had that, so I don't get it. But yeah. I agree with you, Tubbs. I wouldn't like the Irish coffee one. But do you get it? Do you get it in the States? Do you get 3G in the States? And yeah, so this is what Mars Milk used to be, and it used to be awesome. And then but then they this is the latest incarnation, I think. That's what it looks like. High protein for some reason. And yeah, it's not as good. It sucks now. Cheesecake sounds interesting. Cheesecake sounds interesting, at least. But yeah, I didn't know about these. What the fuck are these? But these would have been awesome. Bounty, that would have been nice. Chocolate and coconut, yes, please. Fat Belly Wolf says hi. Howdy. Oh, I had a weird experience because I basically follow several other channels on YouTube. One of them was a channel called List 25. So I used to watch the List 25 channel. And that was mainly because it had a kind of like a chunky, cubby guy on it who's done a lot of losing weight, by the way. So he's not as cute and chunky anymore. He's still sweet. So yeah. But no, they... him and his co-star on List 25 have split off from List 25 and are now doing their own channel. And they do their own live streams and stuff. And I was watching it, and when they were doing their live streams, I wasn't watching live, but somebody else is called Tubbs. Because they kept saying, it was like, they kept addressing the person called Tubbs. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I have to check that out at some stage because I don't get it. Who else is called Tubbs? Apparently some guy is called Tubbs. I know it's a man because they keep saying he. So yeah, it's weird. It kind of made me paranoid at first because I was like, did somebody hijack one of my other channels? Because that's happened before. We don't have it, but I wish we did. The Friggy, yeah. It's just weird. That's just weird. Of the other flavors, I don't get because Mars has always been just by itself like that. Is your epidemic serious? What? What do you mean? How is it in the UK? I haven't noticed anything happening. It's not going crazy here, so yeah. But then again, it is like 3:30 in the morning here in the UK, so yeah. Yeah, Mars milk isn't bad. There we go. So I can have the things back on. Yeah, you have to be more specific. How's my epidemic? Is your epidemic serious? Are you in the UK? I am, yes. It basically is not done anything. Oh, okay. So I can see your icon better if I highlight it. It's just a teeny thing on this screen for some reason. I always thought you were in America. Nope. I know somebody called Fat Wolf, that's all. Really nice guy. Haven't talked to him in fucking years though. Why did you think I was in America? I thought that my British accent would have given it away. Even though I'm Irish. That's just so weird. A lot of people say that. I always thought you were in America and stuff. And I never get why they think that. Because I speak with speak with a British accent, and I do mention the fact that I'm from Ireland a lot, but then again it comes up a lot. Okay, it's not just because I'm super nationalist or anything like that. It's not. I just I answer that a lot. Do you know what I had stuck in my head the other day? I know this is very random. Do you know what I had stuck in my head the other day? I had the Biker Mice from Mars theme tune stuck in my brain. You know? Does anybody remember Biker Mice from Mars? I gotta say that has basically memories of that has kind of like clicked in my head to tell me about the whole furry thing, you know. Um, if it were not for the coronavirus, I should go to the British Museum this year. Why? It's very random. I know what I said was very random, but then again, it's my show, you know. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that was a weird show because it was kind of like the whole. You know how people say that He-Man kind of like awokened a bunch of homosexuality in early on in children that they didn't understand, that had confusing feelings about and stuff. Well, I kind of feel like Biker Mice from Mars did the same thing for both the bear community and for the furry community. I just feel like it's like that. Wow, you have the best music playlist, Tubbs. Yeah, I know you say that, Jeffrey, but do you know what the Biker Mice from Mars are? Do you even know what they are? So this is I'm getting paranoid now about random tiny like spots or whatever on my head, even though there's nothing there. It's like, is that bump? Is that bump? Is that... I go there to study. Okay. Did you have a particular topic you wanted to bring up? So you're in the UK too. Well, at least you study in the UK, right? I assume you mean the British Museum in London, right? I am a Chinese student. So you're from China. That's where you live, right? Again, I live in the UK from Ireland, so I'm Ireland. Do you need masks? We're told that if we want to go outside, then yes, that we have to have a mask. Oh, Damon actually got some masks. Damon got some masks the other day. He got some masks. He got like the animal, some animal furry masks. Um, they've got like they've got dog and even animal muzzles on them and stuff. So yeah. I don't know that one, but I still love the other songs that play randomly in your head. Biker Mice from Mars. Biker Mice from Mars. Definitely keep the safe search thing on here. Biker Mice from Mars. My brother had toys and stuff and everything. Because they had leather gear on. Oh my god, one of them's wearing a harness. One of them's wearing a harness. I turned off the safe search just in case for some reason. I don't think this will play through the stream. Let's find out. Yeah. Well, Biker Mice from Mars was this cartoon that was just like I think it was part of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle kind of thing that happened on TV. You know, after the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles happened on TV, you know, after some of their last episodes of that particular show, a lot of companies decided to try to do their own thing. So you had a bunch of them. Like, wasn't there like there was something to do with shark people or something. I don't remember, but there was tons. There was tons, but Biker Mice from Mars was the one that I remember the most. And it was crazy. Let me just share my screen. Right. I'm not going to play the whole thing. But yeah. At least you'll get the what I'm talking about thing. They had cool helmets on. Yes, that bike just flew into the air for no reason. But yeah, the white one's wearing a harness. Did you see that? The white one was wearing a harness. Oh my god, it's terrible. It's crazy. Yeah, there was like three main ones, and then you had like the supporting cast of them, and they were all basically what I would call muscle bears, like mice costumes. You know, the history from Bike Mice on Mars. That's a YouTube channel. I've got to watch that. I've got to watch that at some stage. But yeah, I'm trying to find the. Oh, it's tiny. I need a bigger picture. I turned the safe search off, so Would you like me to teach you a few Chinese? No, thanks. Thanks so much, Tubbs, for showing that. I liked it. It's terrible. Well, I just had that music in my head just like a couple of days ago. I had no clue why. But yeah, is that... Yeah, see? He's wearing a harness. It's not got anything on it. It's just a harness. But yeah, they've got these antennas and they're mice. But they're bikers. Look, that one's got a tattoo. That one has a bear paw tattoo. Or in this case, a mouse paw tattoo. Just, I mean, they're bears. They're bears. What the fuck? Oh, I think that's that looks like it's not an accurate thing. Again, I'm just being careful when how much I scroll down because I turned the safe search off right afterwards for some reason. I should just turn it back on again. It's very cute. Well, no, but do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get why it's such a weird? It's a weird show. I'm kind of. I'm kind of like I'm kind of surprised that I don't see more biker mice from biker mice from Mars fan art on Fur Affinity and stuff. I don't get why, because these guys are perfect for that. I don't understand it. Like they are low key attractive mice from Mars that are bikers. See, they've got antennas and stuff. I like that. I remember that basically to fit in with society, their antennas retract. It's like, yeah, you're still giant fucking mice. I like your belly for a long time. Well, that's nice. FBW. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to think of a good nickname because I'm not gonna say Fat Belly Wolf all the time. But that's nice, dude. I appreciate it. It's a nice one. I'm looking for the full. Okay, maybe I shouldn't click on that one. Look, that one looks a bit sketchy. Yeah, well now we're getting into the sketchy territory, so maybe I should stop scrolling down. I kind of can't. I kind of want to see what's lower down. Lawrence Limburger was the bad guy. It was kind of just a copy of Kingpin, though. It wasn't really anything super drastic. Yeah, the thing is that there were three main biker mice, and then there was like the supporting cast, and some of them were really big beefcakes. You know, like this is a good picture, but I can't find a better picture than this. Yeah, you can see there's bigger mice, but it was mainly this guy, this guy, and this guy. But there were all biker mice from Mars. So yeah. Oh, I remember her. She was awesome. Sorry, yeah. I see the harness terms. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. What did I walk back into? Panda folks, do you remember biker mice from Mars? Well, actually, I can't remember how old you are. I think you are quite young, aren't you? But did they ever reboot Biker Mice from Mars? Yes, I do. Yeah, how comes there isn't more Biker Mice from Mars stuff on Fur Affinity and stuff? I just never see it. I never see it. I don't get it, because they're basically bears, or the buff furry community. They're basically bears. They're basically bears in mice costumes. That's literally what they were. You know, and I don't know why anybody didn't see this. It's weird. But yeah, Panda Fox, I was just explaining that after the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, after the first cartoon series ended, there was a bunch, including the Shark Gang people. I can't remember, but there were tons more. But Biker Mice from Mars was the one that I used to watch. I wasn't really I was a kid, but I wasn't a young kid, you know. I was like 10 or 11 or something. And it used to be on TV, and it used to be like, oh my god, this is so cool. And now I'm realizing why it drew my attention so much, because it was basically bears. One of them has a fucking bear tattoo on his arm. I'm not going to let that go anymore. Can we find the picture? What picture was it that we saw where he had a bear? He basically has a bear tattoo on his arm. This one's got a tattoo on his arm. But we actually saw it. It was an actual bear tattoo. It was supposed to be a mouse paw, but it was like, it's a bear paw. It's just ridiculous. That one's got a tattoo as well. Was it the white one with the harness, with the leather harness? Was it him? Seriously, guys, where the fuck was it? Was it on this one, or was it on the other search that I did? Oh my god, it's terrible. Fat Belly Wolf says there are so few people in this live broadcast. Okay. An exclamation mark on the end of it. It's like you're yelling that. Why? Dude, it's 3:48 here in the UK, and it's pretty late in America on a Monday. You know, I don't really expect many people to be here, so yeah. I'm 23. Yep, I know you're 23. I just keep forgetting that you're 23. I knew you were in your 20s, but I was like, it's early 20s, isn't it? It definitely is early 20s, but I just couldn't remember. Yeah, you're yeah. I'm remembering somewhere you posted your date, and I was like, oh, that's 10 years, you know, after mine. So yeah. But now I remember. I didn't remember before. I do apologize. The characters aren't that well known compared to other shows. Other shows like it. I know, but still, you'd think that these particular characters would be super popular in the bear community, if not the furry community as well, since, yeah, given the subject matter. I mean, look at the amount of exposed abs and leather on their bodies and stuff. I mean, it's crazy. It's basically, this is what we see at Bear Pride. This is basically what we see at Bear Pride. I'm not kidding. This is what we see at Bear Pride. Fat Belly Wolf is gone. Fat Dad says, greeting from Bristol, UK. Hey, dude. Love the hair. I'm glad you do. Do you remember Biker Mice from Mars? Like I said, I swear to God, I can go into, well, I could have gone into the Bear Bar in London, and basically I would see this. You know, I go to the bear event in Vegas. I would see this only without the big ears and the antenna, obviously. Crazy, but yeah. It just started playing in my head the other day, and I was just like, okay, yeah, that's Biker Mice from Mars. Wonder why that's playing in my head. But then again, I did have something from another TV show playing in my head, another theme tune or something from another TV show that was just randomly playing in my head. Earlier, when I was doing the art stream, I was basically playing an episode of Frasier in my head for some reason. So yeah, it's diverse. Stuff in my head is diverse. What's keeping you up so late? I can't sleep and I'm bored. I don't sleep very well anyway. So yeah. Oh, is this the picture? Oh no, that's a different tattoo. But that looks like the picture. But yeah, there's the fucking harness. But it looks like a bear tattoo, but that's not the bear tattoo I was looking at earlier, I don't think. I'm not sure. Featureless armpits. Yes, I remember you saying that about Frasier. Exactly. It was just playing in my brain. Why can't you sleep, Fart Dad? Fart Dad, I know I've asked you this before, but are you on anything else? Have we talked? You know, I got this weird feeling. So I can look at your picture now. Oh, that's not the same that's on here. So again, the pictures on this screen are just really tiny. I don't know why. Just on YouTube. I don't think we've talked anywhere else than on your stream. Okay. Q. I kind of run out of things to talk about. So I'm trying to remember the thing that I remembered the tune of the other day, and all I got is the Jungle Book, just the general Jungle Book soundtrack, the original movie, the original cartoon. And I got a feeling it's like my brain is reaching for something that's in the same location-ish. So what other classic, like, is Disney? Yeah, it is Disney. Was it the beginning of Alice in Wonderland? I don't know. Have you thought about doing your theme weeks again? They are always going on. They're always happening. This week's theme is Papa Tubbs Week, which is just my Fat Daddy character. So yeah. Last week was the Inflatable Tubs theme. They're weekly topics. That's what I call them. Weekly topics. So yeah. I must have missed those streams. So well during lockdown, I've been trying to stream every single day, and I do try to have every day has its own little theme and stuff. For example, Mondays is my art class where I go to my other channel and basically do art teaching. So that's fun. Tuesdays is we normally just have a chat. We normally just have a one of the chat with us. Oh, good. we have a chat room open on Discord, and basically I keep it open so anybody can just voice chat into the internet ether, and we kind of just have a hangout, you know, chat with you next Tuesday kind of thing, which isn't like see you next Tuesday. I don't know what that spells, in fact, but yeah. Wednesday's Wiki Wednesday, and we try to challenge each other to learn something interesting every week. If we don't, then we learn something interesting just by checking out Wikipedia or something. Thursday's crafting, where we try to make something on stream, so that's fun. That's Thursday. Friday is Fitness Friday, where I do working out and stuff, and we try different workouts. Well, I try different workouts. You guys are always free to join in, so yeah. Is there voting for the next theme, or did I miss out? Did I miss that? No, you can vote anytime. I'm going to dump my screen again. There we go. Those are the options so far. But yeah, the list is getting smaller again, so that's fun. All the other topics we've already had, so yeah. But these are the ones that are available, and then they get switched back. I'm still taking ideas for the Papa Tubbs week video, but I've got it mostly pinned down now, what I'm doing, kind of. But you can vote for more than one thing. You can't vote for more than one thing. Ugh, excuse me. Ugh. That's not because I'm tired, by the way. That's because I yawn when I've been talking for too long. I really wish I didn't, because it's annoying. Oh, just a heads up, by the way, my Discord server. Yeah, you have to write something, anything, into the. Oh, look at that! My page opened by itself. That's good. Launching. Where is it? Why am I got this pencil? I need my pen. Yeah, you need to write something in the bouncer room, or you will be kicked. I can't find it. Why can't I find it? Oh, it was right underneath my pen the whole time. Anybody else want to put a vote in? You can always vote again. It's not a big deal. The more votes, the better. I put the Luigi gif. Luigi. No, it's Luigi, but it's Luigi. I saw. I'm just giving a general warning, because yeah, I should actually act everybody to do that, because I'm a bit brutal and heavy-handed with the kicking people out, you know. Basically, seriously, if you don't do it, then I will boot you. Because I normally do it. I do it 24 hours. Well, no, 48 hours after I've made the message normally. So yeah, I should write an at everybody thing. Oh, or Balloon Week, or I like those options. Anyone I'm sure will enjoy. Okay, Balloon Week as well. I got you down, dude. You have voted. Because I forgot about that. I'll have to do that. Yep. Well, Jeffrey, I think I would think twice before kicking you, because just purely because you might not have seen the message. But you are the only exception. The only exception. only because I know it will be hard for you to join back on, and I've enjoyed having you on for a lot. Although I haven't enjoyed everybody else being on. Right. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to say. But I've been on for an hour, over an hour. Wow. Doesn't feel like it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I've got to say. I don't know. Anything else that I've got to say? I don't know. Have you ever done a bum week? No. It's not something that YouTube would be too happy about. So, no. I'm open to ideas for other weeks, by the way. It's just that, like I said, there needs to be more, there needs to be a consistent amount of people that are interested in a specific topic for me to consider adding another topic, because the topics have gone up and down. I've removed some and I've added some. I'm thinking actually about kicking guest week off, because guest week is just it's definitely not feasible at the moment, although I'm thinking about maybe doing something else for guest week, like doing an interview or something, or doing a cyber session thing. An internet date with Tubbs is something that I was actually thinking about doing the other day. Although I don't think I can do that for a whole week. I'm just like, although that could be a thing. I don't know. See what I mean? It's a bit weird it's a bit of a weird kind of process. You have to kind of think about how it will work, if people would like it or whatever. I'm currently testing out the schedule thing, and that's going for quite well. Apart from the viewer suggestions, I've had no viewer suggestions for things to cook, things to try out for workouts, or things to craft, or even just suggested materials to use in crafting. So yeah, it's kind of just it's kind of hit and miss, just ideas in general. But yeah, bum week, no, that's not going to be a thing, because YouTube would just not like it. Plus, YouTube's already taken down 3 of my channels, so yeah. And had your backside the theme of the week? No. Again, no, YouTube wouldn't like it. Sitting on things, squishing things. Squish week is actually a thing, and we've already had it. So yeah. Showing off your bum in different trousers? No, again, it just wouldn't work. It could be fun and I'd enjoy it. Well, that's one person. Thanks, Tubbs. I'm loving it too. Great because right, the Discord thing, yeah. Well, Jeffers, if you tomorrow, because it's today for me now, but tomorrow for you, if you fancied, then you can be part of just the live chat. But the problem is, I know that you're using a mobile device, a phone. So basically, you kind of only have the option of having YouTube on or Discord on, and I get how that's a problem, and that you'd rather be in the chat room, reading with the ability to read everybody's comments and stuff, than being just on Discord. But yeah, I get it. I get the duality. But if you ever did want to come into the chat room again, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was just I enjoyed listening to you speak, because Jeffrey has spoken in Discord, you guys, and it's really nice. Ferdinand says, sorry, I didn't think it would be controversial with YouTube. Oh my god. One of the channels that they've taken down, although I think it's actually back up, I think it won its appeal because I appealed it. One of the channels that they took down was my foot channel, was my foot videos. So yeah, concentrating on one specific body part would probably take actually no, there was a video that was basically just it was a farting video, and the camera was not even on my bottom. It wasn't, you know, focused on my bottom, my covered bottom, by the way. I was wearing pants, sorry, I was wearing underwear for the Americans. And YouTube took that video down, and that gave me a community guideline strike. So, you know, so yeah, dude, it's not gonna happen. YouTube won't allow it. I believe there is at least 2 videos that are on Pornhub of my butt. So if you want to see my butt, then go over there. It's Hog Tubs. My board isn't up here anymore. I used to have my Pornhub name on there, but it's not there anymore. I cleaned out my office, and basically that side of it is, yeah. I scrubbed the walls and knocked off my drawing board, which, by the way, is I left outside overnight and it destroyed it. My old drawing board that I've had for 15 years is outside still because it's destroyed. So yeah, but the outside temperatures and the just the moisture level outside just wrinkled it until it kind of like it's warped it completely. It's no longer a flat surface. So that's sad. I've heard that YouTube is coming down hard on male foot fetish and fart videos. Well, that would explain some of my content. Yep. I didn't know about the fart thing, but the male foot fetish videos, I guess. I think it's kind of stupid. I think that is kind of stupid. I mean, really stupid. I don't know why. They're not doing anything about the woman making the exact same content. I think it's infuriating and homophobic. No, it's sexist. It's not homophobic. That's called sexism. Although YouTube has, in its past, had just a hint of homophobia, although they've been incredibly like virtue signaling. That's signaling. And I've kind of like counterbalanced the complete opposite way now. So yeah, it'd be one thing if they took down everyone's videos. It would make sense that, but they're actively just going after male fetish content. I've got women in my audience. You know, I'm sorry, gentlemen. I'm so sorry, gentlemen. But I cater to both genders. You know, so I wouldn't call this just fetish content. You know, I get that it could be fetish content, but then again, anything, literally anything, could be fetish content. It's annoying. In fact, that's the case. You know. So yeah. I actually have the problem with that on Pornhub is that I list myself as bi, so I appear in both the male and female demographic on Pornhub, which infuriates straight people because I appear on both of their search histories. So I get people saying, it's like, why are you listing yourself as bi when you make gay content? And it's like, I'm just a guy. I know a few women, at least four women who watch my content on a regular basis, not just on YouTube, but also on Pornhub. So, you know, It's kind of annoying because like I said, I cater for both sexes. So yeah. Fetish content made by men and predominantly made for men. I wasn't saying in any way that you were a fetish channel or catering only towards men. Okay. No, and I also wasn't saying that that's what you were saying. I was just pointing out that I also cater for that. It doesn't matter. I've already said it. It's fine. Yeah, I wasn't arguing with you, dude. I was putting out my opinion, you know. Yeah. But no, YouTube can be weird. YouTube is just it's kind of going downhill. I kind of I don't know if anybody knows who this person is, but I'm actually I was gonna say I'm a big fan, but I'm actually not a big fan. I would say that I agree a lot with a controversial YouTuber that YouTube seems to absolutely fucking hate for some reason, called Sargon of Akkad, and essentially, I forgot what I was going. My point where I was going with this. I keep thinking to myself, "Oh no, people are going to hate me for this." Yeah, no, this is it. Basically, I was watching one of his videos the other day, and it's just it's obscene how YouTube is changing so much to basically try to be very corporate friendly, you know, and to try to compete with not internet shit, to the point where they are actually they're thinking about trimming their video storage length. So basically, they're thinking about videos that they're thinking they're not. They probably aren't going to do this, but they're thinking about deleting old videos that have been on people's channels for so many years and stuff. That don't have so many views. They're thinking about like putting a kind of like a clock on videos that if they don't obtain these many views, then they're going to delete them from the channel just to save up on server space or whatever. It sounds like it doesn't sound like a bad idea, but then you realize that like that some people have got like archives of their videos and stuff that only exist on YouTube that they don't have backed up anywhere else, and that can screw a lot of people over. So yeah, it's not just that though, but they're also doing all sorts of stuff and free speech and you know, it's inappropriately censoring people that shouldn't be censored. And it's like it's a thing. YouTube is a thing that is kind of hurting people, and it used to be so awesome. So yeah, but no, I was thinking about actually maybe trying to reach out to him, because I'm sick of it too. I kind of feel like there should be a YouTube that's not YouTube, that basically is like the old YouTube. I feel like there should be like a video sharing website that you could basically upload anything, absolutely anything, anything that isn't illegal. You should upload that you could upload. I feel like that's a thing, you know. And then have it be rated a certain age, so it will be age restricted based on certain ages and stuff. But essentially, there will be no restrictions on anything. You can literally upload anything and do anything with it. And yeah, you know. And if you know, if people don't want to watch something, then they won't watch something. You know, something's too gross or obscene or whatever, then basically people won't watch it or downvote it enough so that it just doesn't appear on anything or something. You know, I don't know, but it would still be there, you know. So yeah, like I said, only anything illegal, obviously not allowed, but everything else, fine, totally fine. I kind of feel like that should be the standard. You know, what's legal, not what may offend people. It kind of annoys me. That annoys me so much. But yeah, that's kind of that's just my opinion. That's kind of what I was thinking of doing, because like he's super upset about it. Well, he's not upset about it. He's super annoyed by YouTube at this stage, and it was just that he's a very large YouTuber, so it was kind of like, yeah, he's large but local, if you know what I mean. He seems like a very down to earth guy. So yeah, I was like, yeah. You know, I feel like if I wrote him a fairly large professional email, that he would actually read it. That's kind of what I was trying to get at. You know, yes, that's ridiculous of them Tubbs. I hope they don't do that. Well, me too. I feel like it would crush a lot of people. So yeah. But I don't think they're going to do that. But there are changes that are coming. But they're going to implement them very slowly, like they have always done. You know, YouTube's always had this thing where they'll make big changes very slowly, you know, and they wind people up. They yeah. I just don't know how there could be anybody that could compete with them, though. That's the problem, because they do so much. So yeah. What do you think? Do you think the video share website that I propose could be a cool thing, a cool idea? I kind of feel like there shouldn't be like there should be like a separate website for live streaming stuff that may be related to this website. You know, like there'll be this website, and then there'll be this website live or something. I don't know. And there shouldn't be anything to do with money. You know, you can't make money off of this. You can attach it to your Patreon, or you can attach it to your OnlyFans, or your Subscribestar, or whatever you want to use. But that I feel like there shouldn't be any kind of like money incentive to it, because then that's kind of where YouTube fucked itself over, in my opinion. You know, it's kind of like that if you want to make money off of YouTube, then by all means, YouTube have a separate website so that you can actually do that, but make it part of your whole website. It's kind of like, I don't know. Sounds like a neat idea. Yeah. Well, the problem is that it takes money to buy servers to do this kind of thing. So yeah, it's a problem. It's a real problem, because you know Google have infinite money. So yeah. FD said I was chatting to a chap on Scruff tonight. Oh, but Scruff doesn't like fat people. They really don't. Sorry. And he asked if I had any fetishes, and I responded, grab a pen, because this is going to be a long, long list. Yeah, I just always say stuff like, "Oh, I'm into most stuff," you know. I'm into most of the sensible stuff. I only have one real fetish, and it's kind of personal. you know. If you want to know what it is, buy me a drink first. So yeah, you guys know it already. You guys know it already. You know, I have one real fetish. I like to be nice and uh, nice and overly stuffed. You know, I like to be nice and over full before having sex. That's the only thing. That's literally my only fetish. I need that, or things don't work. That's it's as simple as it is. And annoyingly, that kind of works against me sometimes. You know, because sometimes I'll eat too much and then I want to have sex and I want to top somebody, but you know, rhythmic thrusting on a full stomach, when you have a belly that kind of like it kind of sticks out a lot, is exhausting and can make you feel queasy. And yeah, it's kind of it's a double-edged sword, so it's kind of a thing. It has to be a very, very good set of circumstances for that to happen, and it does happen. It's just that it doesn't happen often. I'm normally just happy if somebody sucks my dick. I mean, what are you gonna do? But then again, most people are. Most people are happy if somebody just sucks their dick. Oh my god. Okay. Very, very adult stuff here. My only rule is I won't do any bug squashing stuff. What? Yeah, I'm not into the killing animals thing at all. So yeah. But otherwise, I'm up for trying out any wacky stuff. Part of the fun is the strangeness of it. Well, again, yeah, and I can get in, like I said, I can get into most things. I'm very, very I'm incredibly empathic, so I can see the appeal of a lot of stuff, you know, and I can see the enjoyment of other stuff, and I can get into it a lot. So yeah. I know what you mean. So I'm just trying to think of one of the weirdest things. Um, I mean, I've had people that are into flogging. That's okay. Yeah, that could be a bit fun as well, especially the aftercare part. That's quite fun. Wrestling, people. But I did do wrestling with somebody. Well, I used to do wrestling with people all the time, but I've kind of like stopped myself from doing that, even just before the lockdown and stuff. Um, for various reasons. One of the main reasons, I thought I killed somebody. So yeah. So yeah. I know the pleasure of getting stuff way beyond what's sensible to the point it hurts, and you feel like you could burst. And that's kind of not really it. It's just the over satisfaction of it all. You know, it kind of just really enhances sex for me. So yeah, and because I've had it, it kind of makes regular sex a little bit boring. Again, it kind of depends on the other person for me. So yeah, but for me, if it was just all on me to basically for me to get in the mood, then that's all I'm saying. That I just it's all about the over satisfaction. You know, what you're talking about is kind of like very specific, kind of like food play or something. I'm trying to remember the word. There's a better word for it, but yeah. and it's fun. But yeah, um, it's quite a sexy sensation. Well, exactly. Well, yeah, exactly. It does do something. It's kind of like people like say that there's this weird feeling that you get after it can be kind of, it can also be kind of like a weird like a bondage situation, because if I eat so much that I basically don't want to move, I can't move, so it's temporary immobilization, and it's a kind of bondage situation. So yeah, so you know but if you've ever been so full that you kind of just want to go into the living room and fall asleep in front of the TV, like a Thanksgiving kind of like situation, then imagine that basically the living room was a bedroom, and there was an incredibly sexy person in there that was fully consenting to have sex with you there and then. You're kind of set up to basically, to perform the act. you know you're kind of already set up for the, okay, so I just satisfied myself over here, I'm going to go satisfy myself over there, if you know what I mean. It's kind of like that feeling, because you're just going to satisfy yourself by going into the living room and having a nap. That's a very, very pleasurable thing to do, but it's also a different, it's an alternative to that. That's basically what it is like. That's all I can say about it. That's kind of the, yeah. Panafox says food porn. Food porn's fun. Food porn for food porn. I thought you meant for food sex is fun. But I'm kind of, the problem is I've had a bunch of experiences, and food porn is one of the experiences that food sex is one of the things that I've had experience with, and it takes me a while to get over bad experiences, and I probably would be okay, but if I did what I did to this specific person, then I probably wouldn't be okay. Essentially, I can get carried away, especially during sex, especially if I'm topping. It kind of, yeah. I and I've got very sharp teeth. So yeah, I leave marks. That's what I'm trying to say. I didn't break any skin. There was no blood involved. I didn't bite off somebody's nipple or anything like that. But I leave marks. Sometimes. So yeah, I feel incredibly bad about it. But yeah. Hentai, I don't understand. I never understood that. But then again, I have been turned on by some furry art, by a sexual scene in a furry in a piece of art. So I can understand how that particular, how hentai art could get somebody off. I get that. So yeah. Also, yeah, same thing to me. Yeah, I get it. From what I understand, there's sexual yiffing and there's non-sexual yiffing. So you'd have to really explain it though. Yeah, you can probably guess from my name, I used to be quite a role player and acted like a bad dad who farted constantly. It was just role playing stuff, but usually with a dad vibe. That was all pre-COVID. the thing about role playing is for me, this is just my opinion. The thing about role playing for me is that it kind of doesn't work. I'd have to be incredibly in the mood to actually role play with somebody. But I could do little things like if I find somebody that's into vor, then I could do little things to basically really tease the fuck out of them, and you can ask Itchy about that. But yeah. It would have to be very specific situations and very, very specific. Yeah. I don't like to talk during sex also, so that kind of screws me over with the role playing side of things, you know. I'm so glad my ceiling fan is running, Tubbs. It's getting warm in here. Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna mention a couple of bad stuff that kind of like stuff that somebody said to me recently. I think somebody on Facebook said to me recently that kind of like put me in a stance of I'm actually not cool with this anymore, and it's annoying because I've made at least one video on it. But I'm not a fan of mpreg stuff. I'm kind of actually really not a fan of mpreg stuff. It's kind of like it's for kind of almost the same reasons as the adult baby kind of thing, because I used to know somebody who was very into the adult baby thing, and I even played into it for a little bit, you know. Only literally the only thing I did was they had this giant bottle. They were a feeder as well. They had this giant bottle with a big rubber nipple on it, and basically it looked like one of those giant ones from the Rugrats. It was really huge, and it was just full of high fat milk, and I basically drank all of it, and that was oddly pleasurable. And being told how good I was for drinking all of that, and basically being treated as a baby, that was kind of weirdly pleasurable. I will grant them that, but it's just the whole thing about it's very, very kind of it's again, my opinion, very broad brush. Sorry about this to anyone that's into the adult baby side of stuff or anything like that. It's very hard to break away from the pedophilia aspect of it, you know. So yeah, I kind of sworn it out of my head completely. I'm not a fan. And yeah, the mpreg stuff, it's kind of gotten to the stage where several people have explained. Well, I've read several things about how the mpreg side of stuff is like it can be kind of cute, you know. The guy's pregnant. He's got you know, he's got a baby inside of him. You know, it's kind of a cute story and stuff like that. But it's just that the second that you bring sex into it, it's like, yeah, but you just said that you got the baby inside of him. So we're sexualizing somebody that's got a baby. It's kind of weird, you know. It's kind of weird. It's like, yeah. It's almost like if like if I ever had a girlfriend and I got her pregnant and stuff, she would have to really convince me to basically try to get me to have sex with her while she's pregnant for several different reasons. Because I wouldn't be able to stop myself from like thinking about and therefore ruining the mood completely about my future child. You know, it's something that's it's weird. You know, it's just yeah. Just it's something that they, like I said, they'd have to really convince me. So yeah. And it's just that I know people who basically said that who have said to me, you know, I've had friends and stuff that have said to me, it's like that pregnancy sex has been amazing for them and stuff, and that's great. It's just that I don't think I'd be able to do it. I don't think I'd be able to do it. It's weird. But yeah, somebody on Facebook recently said to me that they really wished I was more into impreg, and I was like, sorry. Yeah. I do not like adult baby at all, says Panafox. No, I get it. No, I do. I get it. It's kind of annoying because that one good experience that I had is kind of like I kind of feel bad about it because I still am in contact with the person that I did this with, and I explained all of this to him, and I feel really bad because I feel like I almost led him on with the whole thing, and yeah. He's a good person. He's a great person. You know, I'm not saying that anybody that's into it is horrible people or anything. You know, you like what you like and stuff. It's just that my empathy for it kind of can't get past certain aspects of it. That's all it is. It's definitely my issue, and I get it. But it's yeah, it's like the diaper thing. There's a furry artist that's super like he's a really nice guy and everything, but and he does some really good stuff, but every now and again he'll also do some pictures of diapers of his animals in diapers and stuff, and I just can't get into that, you know, because diapers are for kids or astronauts or really old people. But it's just the fact that they're made for kids. It's just nah, it's a thing. Anyway, guys, now that we've gone weird, like really weird. This whole live stream has been a bit off. Have you noticed that? I mean, we started the live stream talking about this thing, and yeah. I'm going to play on my computer for one last time. I'm going to have the rest of my pipe, I think, and then I'm going to, and probably the rest of the Pepsi Max. And then I'm going to go to bed. I'm actually going to fill that up now. Anything anybody wants to say to me before I leave? Anyway, if you're mortally offended, is that the right term? That doesn't sound right now that I'm saying it now. I don't know. I will be back tomorrow. Just to do the Discord hangout stuff. So yeah. It will be an earlier live stream, of course. But then again, I might do another one as well, like I did today. So yeah. That does seem very strange, Tubbs. I definitely agree. Yeah. Biker mice from Mars. Remember when we were talking about that? Jesus. How does nobody see this? I just don't get it. I don't know how nobody sees the whole bear connection. So yeah. This was very interesting to me, Tubbs. Hugs, sleep well, and here's many more hugs and stuff. Well, thank you, dude. I'm guessing there's nothing else. So yeah. I will start uploading the videos, by the way, and if it's a nice sunny day, I might even get in the hot tub. Who knows? Oh, excuse me. Belly rubs and belly salute. I don't know why I'm going this way. I keep thinking that it's mirrored, but it's not, so I keep going this way, but I should be going this way. So yeah, belly rubs, belly salute. You got 2 there. Yeah, I will try to do the uploads. So yeah, if you're a Patreon, keep an eye out for those tomorrow. And yeah, they should be up sometime this month if you're not a Patreon anyway, on the Inflatable Tubs channel. And yeah, I don't actually know if I'm going to upload the other one just yet, or if I'm going to wait for Leather Week. But I did a video. It's only leather gloves, but leather dad, leather week. Because I read fart dad. So yeah. I think that's everything. I'm going to go now. I need to pee. Ugh. Just got myself comfortable back in my chair, and now I need to pee. For fuck's sake. Okay. Toodles. See you tomorrow.